And welcome in. It is another After Sunset Sunday with a special guest. I've got Sean from The Guy Who Sews coming to hang out with me again. Welcome in,
Well, thank
Sean.
you. Well, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, and I'm looking forward to sewing up the next block in this Elizabeth Hartman Fab Farm. We've had a lot of fun. I think, well, is it month 5 or 6? I
I
can't
don't,
remember.
I don't remember, but I know we've got two more blocks after this because the sunflower could be done as small or tall and short. Unless, I don't
Oh, the
know, but
sheep.
either way, we didn't even look
Yeah,
at
that's right.
that, or I didn't.
Yeah, I thought we only had the sunflower left to go. I forgot we had the sheep, but that's good. Yeah, I
Yep,
mean, it's been rocking along.
I forgot about the sheep too. I was looking at the book. I'm like, oh, I forgot we had another animal after this one. So we are working on Fab Farm. For those of you who do not know about this project, I believe I've got the link in the description. If I don't, I believe exclamation farm or exclamation fab. I'm not sure which one. Probably exclamation fab. Nightbot will get that link in the chat for you guys. And so we've got Susan and Ray Ann and Lori and Becky and Chloe in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for checking in. I appreciate that. Welcome in, Linda. And so Susan says, loving the crown, Sean.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering how long it takes someone to notice. So, do you want me to explain it, or do you want to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the crown you may have actually seen on Tammy's channel back in, I don't know, days blend together to me, some time ago for her
Yep.
1 year anniversary, correct?
Yep. Back in
Okay,
January.
perfect.
Yep.
And so what she's doing is she's sending it around to some other content creators. What she wants us to do is wear it on a video, sign the crown, and then move it on to the next content creator. So it arrived on my doorstep yesterday afternoon, and I told her, I said, well, it's supposed to arrive around this time. Why don't I just wear it on the next live with you? And then I plan on passing it off to one of my content creator friends in a couple of weeks when we go to Road to Virginia. I figured, why mail it when I'll meet some of these wonderful people in person? The first person I thought about has already received it, so I'll go to the next one, but that's cool. So there you go. So that's the story behind the crown. Um, it's fairly comfortable,
Hey.
surprisingly, and it's got this nice Velcro strap on the back. It makes it bigger and smaller because whoever had it last has a much smaller. Well, either someone packed it really tight, or they got a much smaller head than
Oh,
I do.
oh, we just packed
Um,
it tight. We just packed it tight.
oh, okay. Because I was like,
So,
how am I going to get this on my head? It's going to be like this. So
well,
there you go.
I see Kathy has joined the chat. Debbie is here as well. Joe, welcome in. Long time, I think, since I've seen you. So glad you're here. Judy is here as well. And Chloe says that is awesome. Sean is wearing the crown you made. Yes, he is. So Sean, a little backstory on the crown. I actually used a Burger King crown as my template.
Oh, very nice. I thought it looked familiar. One of my last exchange students, well, actually, both of the boys, enjoyed Burger King, but especially Lorenzo. He absolutely adored Burger King. So I'm gonna have to take a picture of this afterwards, send it to him, and say, "Hey, look at this."
Oh, he'll get a kick out of that.
Oh, he will. He
Absolutely.
will for sure. He'll think it's the best thing that's ever come out of here. So that'll be fun for him.
Well, see, I can say that I wore it first, and then I am going to be able to say I wore it last. So,
Yeah,
I get to say that. That's
I think it's a fun idea. To send the stuff around. So now we've done like quilts, we've sent quilts, people send quilt blocks in, we've put them together and
hmm
done it for different projects and that, but we haven't done, or a traveling quilt that I helped, well, I participated in a Becca and
yeah.
that sort of thing there, but we haven't done anything like this. And this is just a neat, fun idea it's different. So I'm glad you reached out to me and said, hey, would you be willing to do this? I was like, yeah, sure.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. I mean, where else can we get a traveling yearbook? I mean, that's
Exactly.
basically what it is. It's a yearbook.
And you got to have all these, celebrities sign it and me
Right.
as well. So
And then
that'll be fun.
once I get it, once we do our when I hit 2 years, we are going to We all get to be kings and queens, right? Right, Kathy? I agree. Um, so when I get it back and we're doing my 2 year anniversary, then we are going to look and see who all signed it, and there's going to be a celebration for everybody who participated. So I'm super excited about it. I've already got plans in the works. January's
No,
still a
sometimes,
long way away.
yeah, but sometimes you need to, and I'm going to take it off because I have this fear that I'm going to rub off all this beautiful ink that's on
No,
here.
you're
So,
fine. Everybody's, I mean, it's up to you. If it's not comfortable, that's fine. I think everybody
uh,
used uh, uh, permanent pen or something.
oh, okay. I like what Jess has put here. She says East Coast is the best coast. And
Ah, Kathy says she might be lurking a bit tonight. She slept almost all day, and now she has to finish her bags of love that she worked on the series. I understand that. Susan says it's just over 6 months. Yes, it is. And 6 months is not a long period of time when it comes to content creating.
I know, like I've lost track of how long I've been doing this. I know I started after Thanksgiving, but I can't remember if it was 2021 or 2022.
Oh, gosh. Well, I caught you first, I think, in 2023 because I didn't move up here until then and started watching a lot of YouTube while I was working alone in my studio, my brand new studio. And yeah. Oh, thank you, Kathy. She says, everyone, don't forget that thumbs up. Let's see. So, we are working on the pig tonight, or at least that's what I'm working on.
Oh, me too. All right, so E, I'm just making sure I didn't cut this wrong.
Oh,
2 3/4 by 3. No, that looks right.
I ended up laying everything out to see if it all would fit, and I think it will all work. We're gonna see.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm so glad you texted me this morning with the link because I thought it was next week.
Well, hi, Joan. She says, hi, everyone, especially Tammy and Sean. Just came over from Tiffany's D-Stash. Beautiful quilts for sure. The animals are looking good. Thank you so much. Thank
It's
you.
always good to hear from Joan.
Absolutely.
She's
And,
been watching my channel for a long time.
well, speaking of D-Stash, I'm going to be having Christmas in July coming up at the end of July, and I will have a link, or I will have the video listed by Tuesday for the Christmas in July. So if you want to buy a quilt that I've made that I've quilted, then that's when it's going to be available. Let's see. Susan says, Sean loved your grapefruit block and your vlog this morning.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that pattern was just, yeah, I loved finishing that one up. Like it's sad that it's basically done, but I still get to quilt it. And it's also nice to actually wrap up the project. And I forgot to say it in the podcast this morning, but does that mean that I finished something? I get to start the dog park?
There you go.
Maybe. No, I've got some other stuff I need to tackle
Oh gosh.
first. So
Yeah. Joan
we'll
is
see what
asking,
happens.
welcome in, Candace. Glad you're here. Joan is asking what the crown is for, Sean.
Okay, so for anyone that dropped in late, I have this crown. Tammy actually sent it to me. She's sent this to several content creators, and it's going to make its way around the YouTube universe and get a bunch of signatures on it. The idea is that she sent, we pass it on to the next person. They wear it in a video, they sign it, and then move on to the next one. So it landed on my doorstep yesterday. I figured since it's Tammy's and we were live together, I'd just wear it here. That would be the video for me. Um, Although if she wants me to do another one on my channel, I can. That's
You're
totally up to her.
you're
I'm just
abs
following as
Yeah, you can do it as a recording or as an actual video. That way the traffic also gets to your channel as well, if you
yeah, I
want to
might
do
do a
that.
short or something with it. We'll have to
Yeah.
see how that goes. That'd be fun. So yeah, that's what we're up to. Looks like
Well,
Amanda from Stitching Life
yeah.
Together is here. Good evening to you.
Welcome in.
Candace, good evening. All my buddies are here.
They are. They're all showing up in droves, and I'm not disappointed at all in that. That's
Well,
exciting.
it's a really good opportunity for my folks on the West Coast to come see me live because my Saturday morning is at well before sunrise
Yes.
out there. So,
Well, hang on now. You said well before sunrise. Let's see. When is sunrise tomorrow morning? Because at least for me, sunrise has been crazy early lately. Let's see. Let's see if it will
for the
tell me.
solstice.
Yeah,
Oh,
the solstice is the 21st, I believe, or it's either the 20th or 21st. Yeah, 5:30 a.m. or 5:25 a.m. sunrise
okay.
this
So for
morning.
California, yeah, that it'll still be dark when I start.
Yeah.
So
I agree, Susan. She says it's way too early for her. It's way too early for me too. I am
well,
not functional at that hour.
that's perfectly fine. I don't expect everybody to be up at the crack of dawn to come watch me live. I don't know that I'd be up at the crack of dawn to watch too many people either, so I totally get it. But the replay is it's still a view. It still counts just the same as anything else. The only thing you lose out on is the ability to, participate in the live chat. But other than that, it acts just the same. So
It does.
don't ever feel bad about saying, "Hey, I could only catch the replay." Counts
Yeah.
all the same. So,
Please catch the
thank,
replays, guys.
yeah.
Absolutely. Welcome in, Andy. Andy is Crafty Witch. And she says, make sure you give a thumbs up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, let's see. Susan says she finished sewing Traveling Through by Monique Jacobs. Now she needs to decide how she's going to hand quilt it. And she did catch some of your live yesterday, Sean.
Oh, excellent.
You caught more of his live than I did. I was up. I was up, but I was having to take care of things. Amanda says she's an early bird. This is getting late for her, just now getting in her 15 minutes for today. See, you need that 15 minutes, and that's what this is here for. That's why I do after sunset Sunday, because after sunset, you should have enough to make at least 5 minutes of sewing time. Welcome in, Laura. Glad you're here.
Miss Dorothy, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's always good to see you.
Yes, it is. Well, both of the people who have won my Sew and Tell quilts are in the chat tonight. Laura
Oh, very
won
nice.
one, and Irish Steel Lady Linda won the other one so far. So we are still counting down to October for the next giveaway on the Sew and Tell quilts. And I've got the quilt started, but not quilted yet.
So have you decided what you're planning on doing with your quilt when you're done with it?
This one is going to be up for sale.
Okay.
I don't have anybody in the family who would need it. And I just wanted to do it for fun. It wasn't anything that I just needed to do or had to do.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just going to go up for sale. So
Okay, sounds good.
It won't be ready for this Christmas in July. But I will probably be doing another destash of quilts before Christmas, I'm thinking. So this will probably be available in enough time for me to ship it to you for Christmas.
There you go. And you're doing the big one too, right?
I am. So it's going to be, let me flip to the back. It is going to be 75 by 77.
As I say, it's fairly big but large. I think the small, I want to say it's 39 by 39 if I remember correctly.
38 by 39. So pretty close.
Okay.
1 inch off.
I was close.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The beautiful baby size, the small is a perfect size for a baby quilt. That's what I did with it last time. It actually went to a co-worker of mine that was having a second child. And this one, if all goes well, will hopefully make an appearance at the State Fair of Virginia in 2020. What's next year? 2026.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get it finished in time for this year.
That gave me an idea. I wonder if I should finish this as 4 separate baby quilts.
You could. I mean,
because I've
You
already
make it
done
the
the work
same.
for it. Yeah.
I mean, you make it the same way. I mean, the only you haven't cut all the exterior fabric, have you?
Mm-mm.
No, then yeah, you could make it as four baby quilts quite happily.
So I may have 4 baby quilts. So if you have a preference, if you're planning to want to buy a Fab Farm baby quilt or a large Fab Farm quilt, let me know because as soon as we get done, we're doing the pig tonight. We've got the
Hmm.
sheep next month, so July is the sheep, and then we've got the sunflowers. But we could do that in one thing because it's just difference between making it a tall and a short, I believe. So it's just a matter of a few extra leaves. So I don't know if are you wanting to do it as two separate or you want to do it as one? Or is
Um, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to look over that pattern again to see which way that would work best.
Okay.
Because it's a little more, I do remember that being a little more involved. I put those together. Actually, I think it took me about half a day to put those together, so it may have to be two separate.
Okay. So we're looking at 3 months then. So July,
Yeah,
August, September.
yeah,
So yeah, that works.
yeah. I think that
Cause
might be the smarter move.
yeah, I know. For those of you who don't know, can I spill the beans?
Sure, I don't know what about, but yeah, have at it.
Sean and I have talked, and we are going to do another collaboration after this project is done. And I was looking at us maybe starting in October anyway.
Okay, well
Um,
that works out nicely.
so this would still work. Welcome in, Cynthia. Glad you're here. Glad you joined in tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank
We
you. Oh,
we
and got
need to sit down and figure out what we're going to do for that.
well, we discussed that one project, that one paper piecing.
Yeah, you'll have to
That
remind me afterwards because
that's fine.
I've that was more than 5 minutes ago.
Well, my brain is firing on more cylinders because you've been up all day.
I might
It's
have
my
taken two naps today just to make sure I
oh
wouldn't be
gosh, oh gosh.
too groggy.
Oh, so guys, if you have not voted yet on the next main project that's going to happen over here at the Siberian Wind, do exclamation vote in the chat and you will get a link to go vote. It is on the community tab under my page. If you've already voted on that, if you are looking to come to this month's retreat, Zoom retreat, you can do exclamation retreat and you'll get a link to go register. If you've already registered, as long as you're using the same email address, it won't register you multiple times. So it's safe to go and register again if you need to, or if you're not sure. Because I haven't looked at anything. I apologize in advance. I haven't looked.
Well, this is not your only job, so we
No,
understand.
it is definitely not my only job as of this entire week. Oh, Joan's got a question for you. She's asking when do the girls go back to their countries?
So one will leave Saturday morning,
Okay.
and the other one will leave a week from Wednesday. So we don't, yeah. So we're counting down. We're down to the last few days, unfortunately. We're going to miss both of them. They were both wonderful young ladies, and we believe they've had a good time here with us. But there does come a time when they do have to go back home, and it's always a bittersweet thing. It's always nice
It
to be able
is.
to let them go home back to their family and friends, but we will miss them a lot. But we set up a weekly call with all our kids, and whoever can show up each week. So
Oh, that's
we
awesome.
do, yeah, we do try and stay in touch. Sometimes we have one, sometimes we have two or three show up to that. So that's always a lot of fun. We don't, they're part of our family, and it's just because they went back home doesn't mean that we don't care about them anymore.
Yeah,
We keep in touch with them all. So,
that's really cool. That's really cool. I
and
uh I imagine that you get all these different life experiences, you know,
Oh yeah, we've
getting,
learned so much from the
yeah.
different because we've had seven. This is yeah, kids number 6 and 7, and we have not repeated the country yet.
Oh my gosh.
We're
How do
going
you,
to at some point. We get
how do,
around out of countries.
how do you keep track? Because
I
that
just have
would
it.
be.
I have a good memory for sort of stuff, I guess.
Oh, well, hi, buddy. My puppy dog just came in. He's sitting
I,
beside
s-
me.
I saw a tail there earlier, so
Yeah, he was out wandering around and now he's coming to just come look at me, to sit and stare. We went to the dog park today and there's a dog park here in town where the dogs can get in the water
oh
of the river.
nice.
So he got to get in the water and he had a blast. There were quite a few other dogs there having fun too. So that really helped his experience because then he has, somebody to play with, supposedly. At least I
Right.
think I think that way. I don't know if he thinks that way, but it works. Oh, I
Yeah, our
think.
two are not real fond of water.
Oh, I know what it is now. He's upset because I put his toys out of reach and he wants to get to his toy box because he just went back and he's looking at his toy box. Oh my goodness. And he's got a toy out. I know he does. Welcome in, Rita. Glad you're here.
Miss Rita, how you doing?
Come here, pal.
How much progress have you made on yours so far?
Uh, I've got part of the ears. Um, so part of the ear. I've got the eyes and the forehead and the background
Okay.
is still stuck on my. Actually, I can cut off the machine. And then I've got the nostrils started too. I've been starting it, like piecing it in the way. Sean's echoing. Okay, that's probably on my side. Bear with me. I will fix that.
Okay, because
I know what's going on.
oh, okay. Look, I didn't notice any problems on this side, but stranger things have happened.
Well, what's happening is the sound is coming out of my speakers and then going into my microphone.
Oh, okay.
So that's usually what happens when there's an echo.
Gotcha.
And let's see. Oh, you know what? Where's my phone? Where did I put it? No, I didn't disappear my phone. There it is. Because it's connected to my phone. There we go.
Yeah, so we're making the pig today. Joan's asking what animal we're making. We're doing the pig today. We're almost done with the animals. We have the pig today, and
Bear with me just a second. They may have missed some of that as I was getting things swapped over. Let's see. Let's see if that fixed that. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. I apologize. They do. And of course, it always happens when you have company. Oh, all right. Global.
work at all. So,
Gotcha. Okay. You are now working. So now everybody can hear you. So I apologize that I cut him out in the middle of everything. So yeah, we are making the pig. Thank you, Chloe. Rita says she's doing okay. Had to do rest in peace for a morning dove. Oh, gotcha. I saw the video about that. Oh, hi, Lana. Welcome in. And
Oh, good
Chloe is
evening. How you doing?
and Chloe is confirming that it is fixed.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if like sometimes like I can put Kathy on my speakers and I don't have to put her on my headset, and sometimes I do have to put her on my headset. So
Gotcha. Okay.
I have the same problem with all of it. It's just the audio mixing from my software, I think, that makes it more
Okay.
challenging to get it working.
And see, that's why I've never messed with microphones or anything else. I just use the speaker on my laptop or my phone, and
Mm-hmm.
because I figure that's one less thing to go wrong. So,
Well, I've got this nice fancy computer that does like all of these extra things, and including apparently knocking my design wall over onto me because
oh,
we weren't having enough technical difficulties tonight. Oh my goodness. All right.
so where are we at next? Okay, so we've done that. We've done it. So these are my ears.
Oh, I love that coloring. I love the
Me
coloring.
too. And if anyone's eagle-eyed, and I'd love to see if anyone picks up on this. These are actually the same fabrics I used yesterday for my um, grapefruit block.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
Well, I was sitting there looking at my fabrics, and I got last time I did a pink pig, and I was like, I should do a brown pig this time. But then I was like, this is the only time I'm going to be able to use pink in this quilt, so no, we'll do a pink pig. And then I was just figured, those fabrics look nice for the grapefruit, and they look good for the pigs. So I figured, why not just recycle? We'll use the same fabrics again. So there we go.
That
What was
works.
Okay, now we got to do the piggy's nostrils.
Yeah, got that started. All right, so here's my ears,
Oh, that's nice.
and then here's my eyes.
Well, that's fun.
So, and then my nostrils are under the machine right now. So I'm literally piecing things on as I can. So whenever I find a section that I can piece onto something, that's what I'm doing. I know eventually I'll run out of things I can do that with, but we're trying.
Yep.
I like to chain piece. Chloe says she likes the peach. Thank you. Let's see. Rita was laughing. She said, I thought I was the only one where my design wall tries to escape. Nope, mine did too. Jen says, oh, falling design wall. Doggy knocked it with the tail. That probably what happened. That probably is. Oh, and Rita's being silly. She says, nostrils under the machine? Isn't that hard to breathe that way?
Yeah, a little bit.
It
Just
won't
gotta
be
take a
that.
deep breath at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm punching some more holes in them. Give it a little bit more ways to breathe. Oh, she seems like she's in rare form tonight.
Hey, it's always good to have someone lively like that in the chat, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. I sat next to someone. I had a social dinner last night, and I sat next to someone who was absolutely in rare form and had had entirely too much sugar. And anytime there was an opening for a joke, they walked in and took it.
Oh wow, that's fun.
It was good. It was good. I finally gave up. I was like, I'm not figuring out any way for you to not make a joke of something. It was all in good fun though. All in good fun. I have a good group of friends so far.
Oh, that's good.
They are
Where
fun
my
dinners, Kathy. All right, let's see. What do I add to this? Oh, okay. I get to add my little snowball corners to the nostrils.
You always seem to do this a lot quicker than I do.
Well, I don't know how much of my cutting table you can see, but I have my entire block laid out. And I quite literally took, and when I was laying everything out, I just cut everything and took everything to lay out and was laying it out in the exact order they sew together.
Oh, okay.
Laying them in their groups and all of that. That's normally me after sugar, especially since I try to limit the sugar, right? Hi! I haven't
Miss
seen you in my
Fallon, it's good
chat
to
in a while. Welcome
yeah,
in.
Miss Fallon, it's good to see you. Yes, I am up late. I joined Tammy. I'll get it right here in a minute. I almost said Fallon. Fallon's not here with me. She's in the chat.
She is in the
Once a
chat.
month. Yes. Once a month for this little project. It's fun. Yeah, that way our West Coast folks get a chance to hang out with us as well. So
I'm glad you're here, Fallon. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. I appreciate it.
it's always good to
It
have Miss
is.
Fallon join me.
And every time I have guests, I always have these people that have forgotten that I exist sometimes, I think. Or, don't pop up on their YouTube news feed or something like that. So people randomly show up, and I really appreciate you guys when you show up. So thank you.
It seems like that. Like if you don't watch people's stuff for a little while, they kind of disappear off your feed. I've
Mm-hmm.
noticed that too. Like, so that totally makes sense.
Rita
Yeah, it
says,
is strange. Strange to
yes.
see me at night.
Hey, once a month. Once a month, he's hanging out. He's chosen to come to the dark side of this country.
Yeah.
The side
Well,
of
I
the
thought
country
that.
that's dark when he's awake.
Well, I thought I'd doing something myself on my own channel, like on a Saturday night or something like that. But I just never got around to it. And then, yeah, you and I got talking about this, and I was like, you know what, it might just make more sense just to let Tammy do the hosting, and I'll just show up and sew and hang out with all my buddies this way. So,
Yeah, and that works really well. And Fallon says she's only up because her husband and daughter are on a flight home. I'll say flight to them. Um,
yes,
that's exciting that they'll be home. Let's see. Not really
starting
vacation.
to get the nostrils.
Oh, those are so cute. I love that the woven look fabric.
Yeah, I got that at Joanne. Uh, must have been not long before Christmas because I made a kite out of it.
Oh,
It was
very
like a
cool.
prop, not a functional kite, it was a prop.
Yeah.
To replicate one for a friend of ours who did had it in a drama production. I forget the name of the show. Little Women. That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
was.
Gotcha.
And so I was asked if I could because I made a couple of kites for the production for the school, and our friends asked if I'd be willing to make another one for their daughter, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to get the same fabric as I used 6 months previous, but I'll do my very, very best.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they they loved it, and this was some of the leftover fabric from that project, and it's come in handy quite a couple, yeah, quite a few times. I think I've made some woven stars out of it. I've used it for this project. I've used it for the grapefruit block that I did yesterday. So yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fun fabric. Um, so there you go. Perhaps for Eternity Homestead, it's good to see you. I
Well,
saw you yesterday.
yeah, welcome
Um,
in, Jennifer. And Pam is
Jennifer,
also,
okay.
yep, Pam is also here. Uh, Fallon says that the flight was delayed 5 hours. Well,
Oh, ouch.
I'd rather it be delayed than in crisis or having to emergency land. So I'll take a delay
Oh, for
anyway.
sure.
Take the delays. Let's see, John, we'd like to at some point. Oh, college visits, yeah. I knew college visits were coming up for you guys. I am not having to do any of that, so I'm kind of happy about that. Not having to do the college visits. So
Me either. Alex.
that's actually a question for you then. Do any of your kids that come to stay with you? Do they ever plan? Do any of them, or have any of them planned to come to the U.S. for college?
No, because in most countries in Europe, college education is free.
Oh, gotcha.
So they would be silly to, unless it was a unless it was a very specialized career that they would have, plan to do here in the US. There may be certain things where you might want to go to, MIT or Harvard or something like that. If you're doing a very specialist job, you might want to come over to the US. But other than that, yeah, I think it makes a lot more sense for the kids to take advantage of that free college education there in Europe.
That makes
And
a lot
then,
of sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was, it's a question that's been asked a few times in the past, and we've asked all the kids, and they've always, just for curiosity,
Yeah.
and yeah, they've all said no. We'll get our free education over here, and I'm like, yeah, you'd be silly not to. Like, why would you go get
Exactly.
yourself put yourself in $100,000 of debt when you don't have to?
Everybody's wishing. Kathy has an appointment this week, checking out her knee, and she's hoping that it's
Okay.
good news and waiting for answers. And that is indeed hard.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
let's see. Let's see. Where am I at? What can I add still?
We'll be praying for her for news,
Yes.
hopefully good news, but at least if not, then we have good medical coverage
Yeah.
here in the US, so they have lots of options for you. So,
The university here had their 2025 graduation yesterday, says Susan. I don't even know when the college graduations are here in Wyoming. Welcome in, Katie.
hi,
Glad you're
Katie's up
here.
late.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Katie. She's helping remind everybody. If you have not been already reminded by anybody else that's come in tonight, because we've had a lot of help tonight. Please don't
I
forget
know,
to
and I
hit that thumbs
appreciate when
up.
people do that. I really do. I think it's very sweet of them, and I think it's wonderful
Yes.
that to do that because I try and hit the like button on the way in so I don't forget. Because if
Yeah.
I don't do it on the way in, I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to feel bad. So, but some folks do it afterwards, and whether you do it at the beginning, the end, or 25 minutes later, it makes no, it still works. But
It's
yeah, it's
hi.
nice that you remind people.
Well, hi, Tasha. I'm glad you're here tonight. Welcome in.
How you doing? I think it should be in bed already.
Well, normally you would be in bed already too, right?
Yeah. I'm bringing out all the morning people.
You are. You are. All right. So my ear portions are completely bordered out.
Oh, nice.
So that's how the ears are going to look. Let's see, mainly to get my sewing room in order. Oh, yeah, you need to have an organized space. Organized sewing space helps a lot. Cynthia says she forgets the like button a lot. So, okay, here's my deal with the like button. I very rarely forget the like button when I'm on the computer. If I am on my phone, it is hit or miss if I can remember to get that like button because on my phone it is just set up so differently that it's so hard to remember.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. Like Laura says she always hits the thumbs up on the way in. I don't want to forget. That's how I am. I'm terrible. But if I do feel on the way in, someone always pops on and says, "Hey, don't forget to do it." And I'm like, "Oh, thank goodness you reminded me." Because
Yeah, right? Tasha says
but it
she
does
is
work.
in
It does
bed.
help. Oh, okay.
Tasha, she's like, not sure how long I'll last. I'll fall asleep to the sewing. Okay, well, I need to quiet down my sewing machine then, huh? Keep you hanging out. Uh, Susan says same with her. She remembers on her computer or her laptop, but doesn't remember on her phone. I just wish
Yeah.
YouTube made everything the same across all the platforms, so you didn't have to go looking and searching for things. Because
Yeah. Well,
that's
that'd be
what
too easy though.
yeah that's what kills me when I'm on my phone. So I can like on the TV though. It's
Oh,
not
that's good.
it's not super hard to like on my TV, but it's by far it's the easiest to do it on the computer. Um, Kathy's saying it is a bit of ASMR. listening to the sewing.
Okay, I'll have to look at that acronym later because I don't know
um,
what that is.
okay, so if you fall asleep really well or you like the sound of somebody tearing apart lettuce, or you like the sound of somebody popping bubble wrap, things like that. Like if you have
Oh,
specific
okay.
sounds, it really, I mean, it could be a water fountain. If you like
Okay.
specific
Like white
sounds,
noise.
it could be white noise, or it could just be something that you enjoy hearing. Some people really like to watch, and I'm guilty of this one occasionally. The guys that go out and mow people's yards for free, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
like an hour long video of nothing but them mowing and weed eating and all of that. And it is so monotonous, but it is the same sounds over and over and over. And that would qualify as ASMR. It's not the
Oh,
definition of it, but it works.
okay.
Oh,
See,
welcome
I'm
in,
learning new
Barbara.
stuff.
Welcome in, Barbara. She says she learned about the like button on your show, didn't even know it was a thing. Oh, you are so sweet. She's like, now I always do that first, just so I don't forget. And Fallon agrees the like button is hidden on the phone. Yeah, it totally is. YouTube did not want you to find it on the phone.
Which is weird because they want you to engage with it because their whole thing at the end of the day is to keep you on the platform so they can serve you more ads and they can make more money and everything else. So
Mm-hmm.
you'd think, they want to help you with that so you can
They
people
want you
can
to work
engage with the
for it.
content. Yeah, I don't know.
Rita says that those people that do that are so amazing talking about the lawn mowing. Yeah, they are amazing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're interesting. I like, I don't watch them very often, but I do enjoy seeing those because I like seeing the before and after. Like you see this huge mess of a yard and then like 30, I usually watch the shorts.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the about the length of my attention span. I have the attention span of like a 3-year-old. So I
Cynthia,
like watching the shorts.
yeah,
And
Cynthia says she loves watching the lawn mowing videos too. Relaxing and fun to see the progress from start to finish. You know, the other one is those house cleaning ones where they go in and maybe they're doing a free house cleaning because somebody has been ill and has not been able to pick up behind themselves, and their house
right.
has gotten out of control. And there's all these videos from all across the world. Everybody has this problem across the world. It is not just a United States problem.
No.
um, but sometimes those are incredibly, just the visual of seeing that the mess turn into beauty. Oh, that's so
Hmm.
relaxing.
So what else do folks like watching like that, like that sort of thing? Like is there something else that we enjoy? I'm trying to think.
Well,
Um
I'm gonna hope that they enjoy hearing my sewing machine. Uh, I'm
I
trying
was
to.
thinking more outside of quilting,
Oh
like,
yeah,
is there like, we talk about lawn mowing and
the house
um
cleaning.
house cleaning.
Some people um, packaging up orders, like packaging up
Okay.
because it's the repetitive motions. I'm not sure if that's a sound related one because I wouldn't think it would be. Pottery making, like somebody
Okay.
making pottery, that can be soothing as well. Um, Crocheting. That's actually kind of one of the reasons I watch Andy's channel. Teresa says she watches fishing.
Oh, there
Um,
you go.
Rita says she likes watching funny babies or funny animals. Sometimes I can't do that because then I might laugh. And usually I'm watching them when my husband's trying to sleep. And if I'm sitting there laughing in bed, it will wake him back up. So I try not to do that.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Rita says she can't watch the hoarder videos. She watches them and ends up getting rid of stuff in fear of becoming a hoarder. I'm with you. I know that feeling. Um,
And Cynthia says try watching packaging and the sound of the plastic
Listen,
bag strip.
oh my gosh, when I had cats, I had cats in high school and college. I did not have my first dog until 2009. So I'd always had cats. And oh, absolutely, Lana. Yes, I am missing you too. If you want to register for the retreat, just send me an email. I'll get you registered. Um, let's see, the plastic. So when I had my cats in college, I had to find a place to put all of the plastic bags, like the Walmart bags and the shopping bags and all of that. I had to find a specific place to put all of them that the cats could not get to because they would get up in the middle of the night and they would go lick the plastic bags.
Oh, jeez.
And it is the most annoying sound in the whole world. Um, let's see. Laura watches cooking and some DIY channels. Oh, yes, the house renovations. Oh, I watched some of those. Because those are soothing because something is getting accomplished even if I'm not doing it. Let's see. Rita says right now she has sewn pieces everywhere, so her craft room is bugging her. Fallon hasn't gotten into ASMR, but sounds annoying her so much. Yes, there's quite a few that will annoy the daylights out of me. Kathy watches homesteading, gardening, and sewing. Tasha watches video gameplay. Ooh, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Reminded.
I tend to watch
Go ahead.
I tend to watch stuff that's educational, like, how things work, or
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, I watched
that's it.
those too.
Yeah, but they have to be short. Like they have to be like 5 or 6 minutes, unless it's something really, really that piques my interest. It has to be a fairly short video. Because again, my attention span's about the same as a 4-year-old.
So the retreat, Susan, is June 28th and 29th. It is the last weekend of June. I have my freebie pattern I will be issuing out on June 27th. The video is already up for that. As soon as that video is, or as soon as that live is done, then I will send out the retreat email. So the retreat sign up will be closed then. Let's see, Ray Ann says her husband watches shop machining things like with metal and wood. Oh, I can understand that. That would be fun to watch. I can watch car repair things sometimes. That's my other one that I can watch. Rita watches alternative to soil gardening, so the aquaponics stuff. Kathy says the house run. I love that. Oh my gosh, I need
No,
to
it
pull
looks
my.
so good.
Yeah, mine is. I haven't done this. I have done the snowballs. Hang on, let me pull it off and I'll show you where I'm at on that. It is this. I've gotten the top and the bottom added to mine.
Okay.
Mine is more of a peachy color.
Yeah, but you've done more of your ear than I have too, so we're just kind of working on different.
Yeah,
Did I miss the part where I was supposed to do the rest of the year, or is that further down?
it's further down.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I missed it.
Uh,
Okay, well, I feel better now.
Fallon's asking if you like movies. Um,
I do. It depends on what it is. I tend to like watching the stuff like, I'm more, I like to watch something I'm familiar with
okay.
because I tend to fall asleep during movies very, very quickly.
Oh,
Which
gotcha.
is why I don't go to the cinema very often because I don't want to go pay $10 or $15 for a movie ticket just to fall asleep 30 minutes later. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't go to the cinema very often. Okay, my wife's looking at me real strange. 10 minutes? Five? Two? She's pointing down. Okay, so usually I'm
Oh
asleep
my
before
gosh.
the credits are over. The opening credits.
Oh,
Okay.
that's hilarious.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not the,
terrible.
I'm officially not the only one with a spouse that interrupts. I'm happy. I love it.
Although I did discover the other week, I went to a couple of graduation ceremonies and I did not want to fall asleep during those. And so someone handed me a piece of chewing gum, and I found that if I chewed gum, I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, okay.
So that might be, I'm going to try that at the movie cinema next to see if that works. Because, yeah, I'm terrible. No, if I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to have to wait till it's on streaming or DVD. Do they still even make those?
Yeah.
So that way, when I do fall asleep, I can, figure out where I fell asleep and go back and rewatch it.
Oh,
I'm terrible, but at least I can admit it. So,
that's
there you go.
hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Let's see. That is fine, Joan. She says she'd love to join the retreat, but won't be home on Saturday and Sunday is mass and breakfast after, so she doesn't get home till that afternoon. That is fine. The retreat runs till an hour before after sunset Sunday. So I'm Mountain Time, so after sunset Sunday starts at 8 p.m. my time. So it runs to 7 p.m. my time, if that makes sense. So the time that we started was about 45 minutes ago, almost 50 minutes ago. So we would have stopped 2 hours ago for the retreat. So if you want to still join in on Sunday, you are absolutely welcome to. You do not have to be at the retreat the entire time. You do not have to do the entire time. Rita says she's amazed that we can have the patience to do the sewing together and not want to just get the blocks finished up. Wanting to and doing are two separate things.
Yeah, Kathy says she pays for movies online and gets the code to stream it at home. My popcorn and Coke does not cost $20.
Exactly.
We did that with I think it was the last Wizard. Was it the last?
Wicked.
Wicked. Thank you.
Oh,
See,
okay.
it's good to have my wife. It's good having Amanda down here with me tonight. Normally she's in bed asleep, but she's on summer vacation, so she's playing games while I'm doing this. And yeah, so it was Wicked, and we all wanted to see it. And I think there was like six. Like, there was a man, five, six. Okay, yeah. See, I'm the morning guy, not the evening guy. So you're not getting the best version of Sean tonight. But yeah, there were six of us, and I think we paid $30 for the stream at home to purchase it. And
Yeah.
then we could have whatever snacks we wanted. We could have a full dinner here. It's a good option. It's really nice now that they offer that for a lot of movies
And you can
because
pause it too if you have to get up or something interrupts you, right?
yeah, and then I always seem whenever I go to the movie cinema, I always seem to get in front or behind the chatty people that I want to murder. So it
Oh,
doesn't.
I love it.
It's just my luck. That happens to me every time. So it may end up keeping me out of jail one day. You just never know.
Thank you so much, Kathy. She says, everyone, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you've not, let's get Tammy to 1,000 subscribers. I was at 750 before this live started. So
I
we
saw
are
that.
we are getting there. We are so getting
I
there.
know. You will
Uh,
do it. I have faith in you.
Cynthia said that her husband likes to watch some home builders in one of the Carolinas and a channel called Obsessed Garage, and it puts her to sleep. Okay, so a friend of mine that I've been hanging out with is a car head kind of person. Like they don't actually do anything to their vehicle that I've ever seen, but that's what they like to watch. So anytime that I'm over there and they have the TV on, if it's not golf, which absolutely puts me to sleep, it is the car mechanic stuff, and I am struggling to stay awake through it. If I didn't like this friend that much, I wouldn't be watching TV.
Although it is interesting seeing some of those car shows. Like I'm not a huge mechanic or anything else like that. But yeah, some of the stuff like you see these cars come in and they're all beat up and that sort of thing there. And when they leave, they're just absolutely beautiful. So,
Mm-hmm.
there is some of that stuff is really, really neat.
I like the ones. There was one that I was watching, and I don't know what show it was, but it was over at the friend's house. But I was watching, and they took an old tanker that used to haul, I don't know what, but it was a tanker, and it had multiple cells in the tanker area, and they were turning it
Mhm.
into a rolling barbecue smoker cooker thing. So they could go like basically be a food truck, and it was really interesting to see all the ways that they were having to reinvent things as they were going. Um,
Yeah, because the first thing they would have had to have done was rinse that thing out really, really well because, you know,
yeah, I have no
it's
idea
usually
what was in it.
But yeah, a lot of those tank trucks, like the fuel tankers you see driving down the road, yeah, they usually have 4 or 5 compartments in that, so that way they can transport, the
Yeah.
diesel and the different grades of gasoline.
I have a feeling
I've
that
loaded
this
a
one
couple
was
of those
like
in my time, so
I have a feeling that this one was a food tanker, so like milk or something like that,
oh,
maybe.
okay,
So it
yeah,
looked really clean when they got it open. So I don't know what they did to it, but it looked pretty clean to start with.
yeah,
Um, Joan says she'll join. Going to have hubby. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Um, and if you need help once you're in there, I will be there, and there will be other people in there that can help that have helped figure things out too. So you won't be alone in, you know, once you click that link, it'll be pretty easy to get in there.
yeah.
Let's see. He likes to watch the Goon Squad, two brothers that rebuild exotic cars. I think that one I've watched too. Yeah, it could have been a milk tanker, Kathy. It absolutely could have been.
Hmm.
It was an
Yeah.
old, like 1920s, I feel like, car
Oh, okay.
tanker. I
Then
mean, it
yeah,
was
it probably
really
was like,
ancient. That was when they were built to last. They just have to be maintained.
that's really interesting to hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to see what, they have to do to get some of these older vehicles running. And it cracks me up because I'm like, where would you have learned this? Like, at no point has my schooling ever taught me that this is how you would jumpstart basically a vintage truck. Like, like nothing ever taught me any of that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm figuring half, some of them probably learned from their grandpa or uncle or something like that, and then the other
Oh, that's
half
true.
probably went to YouTube University like I did when I wanted to learn how to sew.
Oh, that's funny. It probably.
You know, these days you can pretty much, learn to do whatever you want online somewhere. Someone's made a video for you.
All right. Sean, Tasha came in. She said, I missed it. Why is Sean wearing the crown?
Go back and watch the replay. I'll send you a message later on because you may be the next lucky recipient for this.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
I know.
You can join my
Yeah, but
circle.
base yeah. So basically the story behind it, Tasha, is that this was the crown that Tammy wore to her 1 year YouTube anniversary, and she's sending it around to different content creators to sign, wear it on a video of theirs, and then pass it on to the next one, and then hopefully it will end up back on her doorstep back in January. So yeah, I said I'm going to talk to you later on because I figured I could just pass it off to one of my buddies at Quilt to Virginia in a couple of weeks, and you're one of them. So if you're interested, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. So yeah,
Oh,
so there you go.
Rita. Rita, you've missed one. She said she wondered who got that crown. She said Jess had it last. No, she didn't. Jess was not the last one. Oh, Kathy's already spoiling it. She said, "Oh, you
I
had
know
it
she's
after."
already spilled the tea.
So now you got to go watch all of Kathy's videos and go find her video.
Back and watch them all because I didn't realize that William had it and everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what happens when it takes forever to get places. Everybody forgets about it for a little bit until it shows up again. So
Yeah.
it's happened. It's happened. Welcome in, Pam. She's been here all night. She's been cleaning off her cutting table and didn't notice till Tammy said something. Looking good, Sean.
Well, thank you.
She didn't notice the crown. That's funny. I love it. I love it. I am to putting M and N on here. I'm already there.
Right. Yes.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So, if you want to go out and support some of Tammy's friends that have worn this crown before me, I have a list here. Thankfully, and I think we said most of them already. So it looks like it was. Hang on, Russell. Yeah, William, Jess, and Kathy. So yeah, we've said them all, and then Tammy, of course.
Yep.
So yeah, go check out the respective channels and go watch their videos, and yeah, just tell them that Tammy sent you
Please do.
because
Please do.
they'll get a kick out of that.
Yes, it is the traveling yearbook. It is the traveling
Yes.
yearbook. Welcome in, Ollie. And he says, "Oh, the crown. Yes. Yes, the
Yep, the
crown has
crown is
resurfaced."
the crown has made it to Virginia. It's been to North Carolina, it's been to California and Louisiana, so been all over the place.
Yep. Oh, welcome in, Shelly. She says she thought you were wearing it for Father's Day.
Well, that would have been a good guess
That is
too.
appropriate. That is appropriate. Um, so it's a fun thing, like the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Ah, so right, Kathy. So very right. Um, so guys, next week, in case you are wondering what's going on next week, I have another special guest. But he'll be in my studio with me. We will be doing Van Gogh night with Mr. Siberian Wind.
Oh, nice.
So if you guys want to come ask him Van Gogh questions, grill him, see if you can trip him up on a question. We're going to see how much he studied. Yeah. You are welcome to give him a ride for his money. And I will also be bringing Anastasia back out. So I'll be sewing with Anastasia next week. Have you seen Anastasia? Well, Sean?
Sorry?
Have you seen Anastasia? Were you here?
The movie?
No. My machine.
No, I don't think I have.
Yeah, I will have her back out tomorrow night. Or not tomorrow night. 1 week from today, guys. Let me not get my dates turned around. 1 week from today. So after Sunset Sunday next week, we'll be alive with Mr. Siberian Wind coming to hang out and answer Van Gogh questions. And I will have Anastasia out.
Sounds great.
So she's from 1958.
So it's a featherweight?
Nope, it isn't.
Just an old vintage machine.
Yep, she's a vintage Bernina.
Oh, nice.
She's a 532-1. And I didn't even know she was going to run for me. Permission for questions, huh? That's funny. Yeah, you have permission to ask him all questions that you want to ask him. Let's see. He has a third channel where he vlogs rebuilding an abandoned mansion. Let's see. Demolition Ranch and Vet Ranch. Oh my gosh. It's like a multi-talented person to watch. Having all those different hobbies and challenges. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to have to run. Need to make a drink run real quick. Oh, absolutely. Kathy now wants Coke and popcorn. And she's already decided she's going to do a movie night tonight.
There you go.
I love it. Well, be safe, Kathy. Be safe. See Love Quilting Facebook groups. I posted the photo of traveling through on the hand quilting page and give them a great idea that isn't cross-hatching. Ooh, nice. Nice. I can't wait to see what you quilt on that, Susan. All right.
Yes.
I almost have the pig's snout or the bottom part of its face done.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on too.
I'll only have 3 more of these to go after I get this one done.
Sorry?
I only have 3 more pigs to go after this one.
That's good.
Alright. Let's see. And I'm blowing through my leaders and enders now. Because I'm running out of things I can put under the machine without starting into another pig. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I'm almost to the point where I can assemble. Okay. Woohoo! I'm excited.
So that's what I've gotten done so far.
Oh, I love it. I haven't put...
Yeah, this...
That's still the center one. Okay. This is where I'm at so far on the snout.
Oh, very nice.
So I've got the pig's face, the majority of the face. So,
Okay.
so I'm way ahead. So,
Yeah,
but
I see that. I thought
don't.
I'd messed something up.
No, don't rush. Don't rush.
Well,
Um,
I thought I cut the triangle too early because I've done that on some artist projects in the past a couple of times and had to recut a bunch of stuff. So I had a small panic attack there, but that's
oh, I'm
okay.
sorry.
That's okay. I didn't do anything bad, so
Oh. Oh, good night, Judy. She says night. All sleep well.
thank you.
She's on the East Coast with you, so.
Oh, okay. Makes
Uh,
sense.
Cynthia says that the guy's tagline he made famous is "Don't tell Mayor." Mayor is his wife's nickname. He'll break things, do something extreme or dangerous, and then tells everyone, "Don't tell Mayor." Oh, that's funny. That's funny. It's like the husbands that are cheating on their diets, and they're not supposed to tell their wives or something like that. I've had that. I've had people come up and tell me, "I'm buying this candy bar. Don't, don't tell my wife." Do I see your wife? No. Okay. I used to work retail way back when.
Oh,
Always,
really?
yeah, yeah. I used to
I
work for,
didn't.
yeah, I used to work for Walgreens,
Okay.
and then that was before I sold Bernina's. So I worked retail selling Bernina sewing machines too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That part I remember, but yeah, I did several years, like from high school till I moved here in retail. Worked for a large department store similar to Target and Walmart.
Oh, gotcha. Those concrete floors are so hard on your feet to work on them
Yeah,
every day. That just absolutely killed me. Let's
it
see,
never really seemed to bother me, but then, I was young back then, so
it bothers you a lot more now.
yeah.
We're all a few years older than we were back when we were working retail.
Gee, those sort of jobs, you definitely need a good pair of shoes, good pair of
Yeah,
comfortable shoes.
I went through so many pairs of shoes. I ended up getting recommended to get some SAS shoes. Um,
Okay,
they're made in Israel, and
okay.
the insoles are replaceable, and the shoes can be fixed by a shoemaker or cobbler.
Oh, blood,
Um,
yep.
so they are designed to be repaired and never thrown away. So I still have those shoes. They still fit. I don't wear them often, but actually, those were the shoes that got me through working for Bernina and selling Berninas too. So, because they looked nice and professional, but they were much more comfortable than what everybody else was wearing.
Right. Like the ones I wear in my office now are actually the same style, same company as when I worked at Chick-fil-A. They're
Oh,
like the non-slip ones that you work in the kitchen.
yeah.
And the nice thing with those is like they're supposed to the design so you don't slip on the like peanut oil or that sort of thing in the restaurant kitchen. But
Yeah.
the other nice thing too is they're really good for ice and snow. So if I have to go outside and
Ooh.
shovel in the driveway, I'll be outside in my black dress shoes
Oh my
shoveling because
gosh.
I'm not gonna fall over. Like
Chloe's saying that those are wonderful shoes. Talking about the SAS shoes. Yes, they are wonderful shoes. I think I need new insoles, but I don't wear them often enough to really worry about it right now. But if I ever needed to go back to wearing them all the time, I would have to get new insoles, I think. Um,
and then you say SAS and I just keep thinking of that, what is it, Scandinavian Airlines. I think it's called SAS over there in Europe.
oh. Oh, let's see. Oh, Susan, I love it. She's like, a reminder from me this time. If you haven't yet, give Tammy a thumbs up, please. I love it, you guys. You're cracking
Yes.
me
Our,
up.
our audience is the best.
They are. Um, so, for an update for anybody who's been following what I have and have not been working on, I know I was talking about it one or two lives ago. I think it was Tuesday night. Um, I have now quilted the velveteen quilt. And I am also tasked with sealing the edges. So that's my next project. But it is off the frame and a new quilt is about to go on. So I managed to get that done. And I only had one row that gave me grief. And it was my machine actually decided to break a needle and do all kinds of funky stuff. So, aw, thank you, Susan. She says, we love you, Tammy. Thank you. I love you guys too. That's why I do all the fun stuff for you.
Yep. Are you using any sort of like acorn pressing pen or anything with these or no?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. I
No,
was just curious.
I had an acorn pressing pen before, and I don't know if it was my starch mixture or what that I put in it, but mine
Uh-huh.
molded.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ended up having to throw it out because I couldn't get the mold out of the interior of the pen cartridge. Like it wasn't just the tip, it was the entirety of the pen.
Let me look at mine to make sure I had that hasn't happened to me.
And I had, Becca had said she would send me, she had a spare pen to send me. And I sent her an email with all the information to send it to me. And I think it just got buried in her spam box or something. So I just haven't
Yeah.
bothered. Um, if I go Friday, I may be able to go get another one because I know the quilt shop where I picked mine up at.
Yes, I don't think the exp I mean, I really like mine. I think it makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, what I will end up doing is I will end up starching the whole piece once it is put together. And I
Okay.
threw everything but the background. Got a thorough starching today because
Oh, okay.
I knew that this one was going to have a lot of little bitty pieces all together. And I've actually got one or two seams that I'm not pressing open because it just will not press open. Oh, I think that's where I'm a little bit further than that, but I'm
Um,
not by
oh
far.
yeah, because you've done the
I've got the background on. That's the only difference. You're you haven't you gotten
Oh, I've still got it. Yeah, okay, I see
yeah.
what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that's all I got different. Is I got the background on there. Ooh. I'm actually to assembly, so I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, because you do all this stuff and you feel like you're getting nowhere, and then all of a sudden it's like assemble this, and 3 minutes later you're done.
Exactly, right?
It seems like every block we've done together, it seems to be that way. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they all just it's like you blink and they're done. Once they go together.
yeah, that I don't notice that as much with John's patterns. It's like you assemble like half of it and then do the second half or a third of it and
Okay.
move your way along. But yeah, Elizabeth seems to be you make a little subsections and then it all goes together at the very end.
Yeah. She did that
And
with
both
star
methods work
systems
quite
too.
nicely.
Yeah, she did that with star systems. You assembled all these little bitty pieces, these little sections, and then you were putting them together into the bigger sections, and then you were finally to the point of doing the border pieces and then a final assembly. Like you're literally blinking and you're done.
Yeah,
Let's see. Tammy
I
and
think it's
Sean,
just
I enjoyed tonight, but my meds are making me tired. Absolutely, Teresa. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out for as long as you could. You have a
well, she's
great
an East
evening.
Coaster as well.
Yep, and sleep well tonight. If you've not petted some fabric, go pet some fabric real quick. You got to pet some fabric. That's the Sunday night rule.
That's a Sunday.
That's the Sunday night rule. You have to pet some fabric before you go to bed because Monday's going to be a Monday. Monday is always a Monday.
Yes.
So we use Sunday night to pet our fabric and get that that little dopamine boost or serotonin
There
boost.
you
I don't
go.
know which one it is, but
Either
it
or, but all the above.
yeah, you gotta get that little boost and pick me up, and then you're good to go for Monday. Let's see, have I quilted star systems yet? No, I have not. I knew that was going to get asked as soon as I said something about it. It is still waiting to be quilted. It is one I'm going to keep for myself. So it is not a rush that I have to get it quilted by a certain time. So the quilt of valor that I've got that about to load onto the frame tonight so I can quilt it tomorrow um, is kind of due like yesterday. And then I still have a lot that are going to be part of the D stash. So those kind of take priority. Yes, Jennifer. She says quilt therapy before the week starts. Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I like that.
We've got to have that fit that. I mean, fabric is, our lifeblood here. Um, Pam is asking how the velveteen quilt came out aside from the needle break. It is gorgeous. Um, so it was assembled wonky. There's just no two ways about it. It was assembled wonky. So it is not completely flat, but it is as flat as I could make it. And the quilting design, thankfully, she chose minimal quilting. So I didn't have like super thick, dense quilting through that velveteen. And it quilted up pretty good. I was actually kind of shocked. I've never done a velveteen quilt before, so this was all new to me. It was all new. I'm just glad it's done. So I told
I'm
the.
listening to your promise.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I know you're concentrating. So who was I talking to? When I talked to my client's son, that's how we're coordinating it because he brought it to me, and he's the one that I have his phone number, and I'm messaging with him, and he'll like screenshot and message her or whatever. So I'm not having to try to figure out how to communicate with her. Like he's doing all of that for us. But when I sent him back, I was like, it's not going to be perfect, but it is going to be done right. And he was super ecstatic about that. And then I asked him whether or not his mom wants to finish the outside edges because she already put the fringe on the outside. So I couldn't just like put it in the machine bind it easily.
Right.
I'm going to have to do some fancy work to seal the ends because it's not binding, it's just sealing it somehow. And I still don't know what exactly I'm going to do on that yet. I'm trying to get it done by Saturday. But when I asked him, I said, does she want to do it or does she want me to do it? He said, she'll never get around to it. And I was in the car on the way home and I was stopped at a traffic light and read that message and I just started laughing and I laughed the whole way home after
There
getting
you
that
go.
message. Because it cracks me up. Who else is a quilter that, we'll never finish something? We'll never get around to it. It's not, it's not in the cards for us to finish it. It happens.
Or is it? Yes, it does. All right.
So tomorrow,
Yeah, I'm on the,
huh?
I'll say I'm on the last page too, doing the assembly of different sections.
Oh, yay. I just got him assembled, but I've got to put the side piece on, the background side piece. That's what I'm missing so far. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. It always happens on a live.
Yep.
Always happens on a live. All right. So let's see. Ah, good night, Linda. Thank you for hanging out with us for as long as you
Yes.
did. Sleep well. And go pet some fabric if you haven't already, before you go climb into bed. Oh, I know what it was. So tomorrow I am shampooing my carpets and quilting.
There you go.
There's a lot of household maintenance stuff that's really hard to do when the husband is home. So things like shampooing the carpets is not super easy when he's going to be home. So I have to wait until he's not home to get some things done.
Makes sense.
I'm going to be hurting at the end of this week, but that's okay. I am hurting now.
You were saying earlier too that some of the colleges are graduating now. Someone did.
Yeah, that's what I think Susan just said. Hers just graduated.
Okay, because most of the colleges out here they graduate in like late May.
Yeah, that's what
So
I thought. A lot of them graduated before Memorial Day.
yeah, but then I had Amber from Slow Majestic on with me a couple of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and she teaches up in New York City, I think high school if I remember correctly,
Okay.
and they don't get out till the end of the month,
Ooh, ouch. I wouldn't want
which
to
I
be
thought
doing
was
that.
quite interesting. Well, they start like start the day after after Labor Day, kind of like what we do down here.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
they have so many holidays, like they have like the Jewish holidays and everything else that you apparently don't get out to the end of the month. So yeah,
Goodness.
I thought we were like one of the last school systems in the country to get out, but apparently not. So
No. I love it. Linda says, just to let you know, I cut a lot of fabric today and yesterday. I love it. Pam
I'm
says
always cutting.
I'm sorry. Oh, you're always
I feel like
petty?
I'm always cutting fabric. Yeah.
Oh, she petted a lot of fabric.
Ah, okay.
Let's see. Pam says she's undertaking her first commission quilt and finished, she said 116 of 24 blocks. She meant 16 of 24. She says she got 16 of 24 and now needs to wait for fabric to arrive for the other 8 blocks. Ah,
Very
I,
nice.
I hate waiting for fabric. I hate waiting for fabric. Susan says, Pam, I'm waiting for a fabric I ordered too. That's one of the challenges of not having a big box fabric store like Joann's still around is sometimes we're just going to have to start ordering our fabrics and we have to wait on them. And that's going to be tough. It's a tough adjustment to make.
Well, they're saying that Michael's is looking to expand their sewing options, so that may be an option in the future.
I don't know how much they're actually
And
going to carry though.
I don't know. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I think I was talking about that yesterday on my live, and I'm thinking it'll probably like what if you go to Walmart, they have the bolts, and then they
Yeah.
have a lot of that stuff that's pre-packaged. Like, I think they'll start off with that, but if they see enough demand for um like a fabric department, who knows? If they want to expand, they may step in and fill that void.
We can
But
hope for it.
yeah, but I'm
Well,
also very lucky that I have a very large independent store not too
yeah.
far away from me, so I can kind of go get a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, welcome in, Andrea. She says, howdy, everyone. Better late than never. Absolutely. She says she'll catch the first part on replay. We had a late dinner and now I am here. That's
Oh,
perfect.
very nice. Always
So,
good to see Miss Andrea.
so let me live vicariously through you, Andrea. What did you have for dinner? I just gotta ask. Let's see. Oh, Pam had to search for her fabric. It's an older fabric, so she had to search for it to order it. Ugh, that's rough. That is rough. I'm not going to start on my other pig just yet.
Okay.
Or my others. I'll wait, I think. Because I'm going to need something to sew on when I take a break tomorrow. Because I'll need to take a break.
Yep.
So let's see. I gotta see if I let's see. Laura says she has a couple of local quilt shops that she tries to support. I need to go to my local one here in town, and I'll go later this week and do my shop hop, and then I'm going to try being the operative word, to go with a group that's going Friday to two other shops. So I'll be able to get them that way. Um Let's see. Susan says the fabric she ordered was from a quilt shop on the other side of the state. It's the only place that carries it. The owner designed it. Oh, that's fantastic. That's really cool to get local fabric. Um, Andrea says we found the fantastic Mexican restaurant. We had fajitas and all the trimmings. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want fajitas now. I might be able to
Fajitas
have
are
them.
always good.
I wonder if I can have them. I probably just need to limit how many I have. But I could probably eat fajitas if I'm careful. And then let's see. Chloe says, "Has Mr. Siberian Wind checked your Michaels yet?" Nope, he has not been to Michaels. He is actually in South Dakota at the moment. He will come home sometime Friday, and then he's got games here on Friday, and I don't remember when he starts his next series. Maybe I can look. Maybe I can look and see. Because I have access to his schedule. Let's see. I can see. I can see. But I know he's supposed to be off Sunday. So 1 week from today. So the 22nd. Because we even put it on the calendar so he won't forget.
Good idea. Oh, there's my scissors.
Let's see. Okay. That's just this week. Let me see. Andrea says, Sean, I was trying to post the pictures I posted Tammy's Facebook to Discord today, and I could not figure out how to do it.
Oh, okay. If you have access to the Discord server, you should be able to just hit there's like a little plus button when you go into one of the threads, and then you can attach the picture there. I also do have a Facebook group
Okay.
called The Guy Who Sews Community. You can also post it there. It's not super active, but it's always an option. And then if all else fails, you could always email me the picture, and I'm almost certain you have my email address as well, the guy who says at gmail.com. So yeah, I would love to see pictures of that because that was a fun pattern to design.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'd love to see that.
that's awesome. Susan says she's going to be eating Mexican for her birthday. I'm a little jealous, guys. I'm a little jealous. I think I've had tacos once since the beginning of April, but I really do want fajitas now. I so want fajitas. It's almost like the Coke and popcorn for the movie. You can kind of just taste it once somebody starts talking about something that's yummy like that. That it's just one of those comfort things. Oh, I do get popcorn at the movie theater, but I usually get like a frozen drink, like the cherry freeze or whatever it is, like cherry icy kind of thing. What's your normal go to when you go to the movies or the cinema?
Um, Usually it's like a drink and maybe I'll share a popcorn with my wife, but that's really about it. It's expensive stuff and it's usually not that good. So, a lot of times we'll go get dinner beforehand at a nice, actually, I think it's usually a Mexican restaurant. Um, that we end up at because we both love Mexican food.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay, so somebody's gonna take me for Mexican. Um, Ollie had to have tacos a couple of days ago. um, oh, and Susan's gonna go get her free ice cream from the local ice cream place just down the street for her birthday.
oh,
And
nice.
Andrea said she'll email you if she can't figure it out. She wanted to show Lisa, and she does not have Facebook, so she's going to put them on Discord. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, and if need be, I can always forward it to Lisa or that sort of thing. We'll sort it out one way or the other.
Yeah. Sean's good about it. Sean's good. Yay! I love those colors. Those are so
I
much
know.
prettier than my colors. My colors are the kit colors.
Yeah, it's I don't know. So sometimes the kit colors are great, and sometimes it's just better at just doing it on your own. It just all depends on the kit. Like at least that's my opinion with it.
Yeah. Welcome in, Susie. She went through Casper, which is where I'm at. On the way back from surgery in Denver, Michael's online didn't show fabric, so she didn't stop. Okay. Yeah, so my Michael's here in town is not showing fabric online. So, yeah,
I
I'm
think the
not.
last time I went there, they like mine. This was like months ago. Look, they had like 1 yard cuts of like red and white and basic colors, but that was really about it.
Uh,
So I don't know.
so,
It'd be interesting to see what they come up with.
so our Michael's store is so small. It's maybe if I had to hazard exactly how big it is, I would say maybe the floor space of $2 trees put together.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a very big Michael's at all. It's very small. PetSmart and Petco are huge compared to Michael's here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Um, Susan says it's been 2007 since she was in Casper. I wasn't here in 2007 either. I didn't get to get up here until, let's see, I'm trying to think. We visited in 2020, and then I think it was 2020 because in 2021 we settled in Alabama for a bit. So I think it was 2020, and then we came back for a visit in 2022, and then we moved here in 2023. So like when we came up to visit in 2022, we were checking out apartments and checking out where everything was in town and making sure that it was actually where we wanted to move. So we did a lot of research before moving across the country.
Yeah, that's very wise to do.
Thankfully, we had the money at the time to do it, so that helped a lot. Like if we wanted to move across the country right now, it'd be a little bit before we could save up to do that. So
Yeah.
I have no intentions to move across the country again. I bet Susie. She says she's doing well. She can't wait until she can lift more than 10 pounds and bend over. Yeah, I'm with you. I hear you. That's maybe that or like have they given you a time frame as to when you will be able to lift more than 10 pounds and bend? Because that will be the date to look forward to.
Yes. All right, so I've actually hit a stopping point because apparently I cut this V way too short,
Okay.
which goes to the side of this.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
trying to pull the fabric out and cutting it out and that sort of thing's gonna be hard on a live.
Well,
So I think I'm just going to show you what I did,
okay.
and then you'll have to come back and see what I got up to with the rest of it. So I've done that and this,
Okay.
so you can kind of get an idea of
Yeah.
what I've
It's
done.
gonna look gorgeous.
Yeah, so if you come back next Sunday to the podcast, you'll get to see it finished. Yeah, apparently I must have misread the instructions.
That's okay.
Um,
That the piece that you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, I had to look at that like 4 times when I was cutting that one.
yeah, I think I got V and W
Yeah.
mixed up. It looks almost identical,
Yeah,
actually.
because V is supposed to be
That's
that
exactly what
really
I did. I
long
cut,
piece. Yeah.
yeah, I did it twice. These are both identical.
Oh
So
no. Okay, yeah.
that's okay. Not the end of the world. It's just that, I don't want to keep everyone here, too late. So, we'll just have to throw in the towel for tonight and you'll have to come back on Sunday and see how it all did. So there
That
you go.
works.
But I'm really happy with the colors. I think they got to look fantastic.
I love your start. Yeah, welcome in, Michelle. She says, hello, everybody. The pig is so cute. Thank you. The
Yeah,
pig is adorable. I love your colors,
yeah,
Sean. Your colors are
yeah.
so gonna pop. Mine kind of like blend into each other, at least for this color pig. I think the other one, like because they do two colors on the large quilt.
Right.
I think the other pig is gonna pop more than this pig. It's cute, but
Hmm.
it doesn't pop very much. I mean, you can see it in person, but like on camera, this pig kind of blends into to be one color.
Yeah. Yeah. So there
So
you go.
Ollie agrees. Your colors are great, Sean. Yeah, I love Sean's colors on these. His colors trump my
I just
colors, hands down.
and that's the advantage of being able, stash diving. I mean, I'm just pulling scraps out of my scrap bucket and just seeing what goes together, and there's no kind of rhyme or reason to it. It's just this it works for this block, and then we just go from there. So, well, thank you but thank you all so much. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really loving the colors. I think they've just come together so nicely, and it just so happens that the same colors I used yesterday for the grapefruit. So, sometimes you get that certain color combination, and it just seem to fit for this project and the next one. So,
Yep.
that's a nice little lesson to learn.
Michelle says, "Love your crown, Sean. Happy Father's Day." So, Michelle,
Well, thank you.
you're gonna have to watch replay to find out more information about the crown. Just gonna
Yeah,
say.
because it's not random. There is a reason behind it, but we explained it at the very beginning of the live, if I remember correctly.
And if you come back here and comment to tell me how many times that he had to re-explain it, I will give you bonus points. Just saying. uh,
There you go.
Andrea says, be blessed, less stressed, and cut some fabric tonight. Absolutely. She says she still has fabric to cut tonight for the Quilt of Valor quilt she's working on. I am about to load one tonight. I have got the backing cut and sewn together, like one seam. And I've got to trim the seam allowances and press it, and then I can start loading. It is a well-traveled crown. Not that well-traveled yet, Ollie. We're working on it. We're working on it.
Well, it's gone from what, Wyoming to California to North Carolina to Louisiana, back to you, and then out into Virginia. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if it was getting frequent flyer miles, um,
it'd
it'd be
be
halfway to a free ticket.
it'd be paying for its own transportation at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I see everybody saying good night in the chat. So we will call it a night as well. Thank you so much. If you have not petted some fabric, if you've not got that serotonin dopamine boost, go pet some fabric before you get in bed. Yes, see? Sean's doing the petting fabric. I've been petting fabric too. I'm gonna go
Demonstration.
I'm gonna go pet some more fabric. Katie says she's been here watching. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie. It's good seeing you.
So guys, next week I have Mr. Siberian Wind here. So if you guys want to grill him about Van Gogh, next week is Van Gogh night. So please come up with good questions and like write down your list of questions so that you guys can grill him in the chat and see him sweat, because I'd love to like see how he does under pressure. But I will have Anastasia back out, and Mr. Siberian Wind will be here with me. Sean will be back next month with me as well, guys. We are going to be working on the sheep block next. So
Yep.
it is coming up next month. So we've got three more months of this pattern to go, Fab Farm to go. My quilt is going to be for sale once it is quilted. If you are looking to purchase this quilt from me, if you are wanting a baby size quilt, or if you are wanting a large quilt, which is what I am making, let me know if you are looking to purchase it, so that way I don't put it together as a large quilt and then have to take it back apart, because I may not be willing to do that. So please reach out to me if you are interested in this quilt. I will have the the Christmas in July coming up at the end of July. That will get posted by Tuesday. I think that's the most of the announcements we're going to handle tonight. I will handle the rest of them on Tuesday, guys. So thank you, Sean, for joining me. I appreciate it. And
It's been my pleasure.
guys, thank you so much for being here. Y'all have a great evening. If you've not hit that thumbs up, please do that and go pet some